breaking everything but the news. It's the Spartan News 18. With anchors, Principal Jeff Finstead. On special assignments, Athletic Director Paul Ackley. Associate Principals Ann Nichols. Sarah Uzolaki. It's the Spartan News 18.
Welcome back, Spartans, to our 4th edition of Spartan News. You now have watched our intro video 4 times, and I'm sure you feel the same way every time, that it just keeps getting better. We are thrilled to be joining you in October. Wow, I cannot believe it is October already. Speaking of it being October, Ms. Nichols, do you have any reminders to give our Spartans on what is happening in October here at McFarland High School?
I sure do. Happy fall, everyone. Hey, October means progress reports are coming out this week. It's the middle of the term. Hard to believe this is the 5th week of school. Time flies when you're having fun, right? So, when you are going to check Infinite Campus for your midterm grades, that will be after Friday, October 2nd. All right. You will see an academic grade as well as your conduct and effort grade. Your academic grade is the learning you have demonstrated through your coursework. Your conduct and effort grade tells you how you are learning and how you are collaborating during the class. So as a reminder, let's just take a moment to review a few of the conduct and effort expectations for virtual learning. These are some of my favorites. For respectful, remember, own your presence during Zoom sessions with appropriate attire, respectful facial expressions, kind comments, and a good tone of voice. Responsible, take care of your Chromebook and charger and all learning materials, and submit only your own work. Please cite your sources. Engaged. Hey, when you are participating in synchronous lessons, make sure you're using the appropriate video conferencing protocols. If you can, have your video on. Utilize your teacher's office hours for extra help. They're there to just sit with you if you need it and answer any questions. Complete your asynchronous learning each afternoon in preparation for the next class period. Well, Mr. Finstead, that was a lot of information about being a good digital citizen, but it sure makes a big positive difference.
I gotta tell you a story. Went to the Apple store this weekend and I saw someone shoplifting.
Oh no,
Yeah.
What happened? Oh my
Well, I had to speak to the police because I was an eyewitness.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Next.
Sorry about all of that.
Thanks for your support. Student services announcements. Student services, we hold an open Zoom meetings for college and military reps to speak with students. If you have an interest in speaking with representatives from colleges or the military, you can refer to the Student Services Canvas page for more information. Hey Sarah.
Yeah?
Check out the chicken today being a model.
Looking good.
Oh boy.
In case you didn't know, the school store is now open online. You can online shop and support our school by wearing awesome design apparel by our own marketing students. Go to the website listed below to shop. It's also in the school district webpage under Families in the All tab.
I love shopping.
I love shopping. Actually, those clothes are mine.
Oh. Well, hey, Spartans, now that you have the appropriate attire, let's get some tips for socializing with friends while maintaining social distance. As you know, we want you back here in the building as soon as possible, but we need your help. However, we also understand the importance of socializing with your friends, as this is a big part of high school. So, how can we make decisions about socializing during the coronavirus pandemic, and what are some safe ideas?
Some ideas that I came up with that you can play games virtually. Computer and console gaming advancements in the 21st century are not limited to the likes of the Grand Theft Auto or Call of Duty. There are actually plenty of traditional and unconventional games that have become available through the rise of the streaming era, such as Jackbox, a virtual game where cell phones are in fact players' video game controllers. Jackbox is a series of cooperative and competitive mini games for up to 2 to 10 players. You could do a tabletop simulator, a tabletop board game simulator where you can play classic games, new games, and user-created games, and audio conferencing included with your game avatar. Or Scribble, a free drawing and guessing game much like Pictionary, but without the board. Players can join a random game or set up a game room for their friends and their family.
You can also get outside. Fresh air and working up a sweat are great ways to manage mental and physical health. Even if you are not into working out, we can all probably agree that we miss spending time with large groups of friends. Here's how you can get a dose of social distancing, socializing while staying safe. Hiking. With the great outdoors, it should be easy to manage a 6-foot separation with companions and other hikers. Pack your own snacks and water to meet up at a trail or outdoor location. You could do some yard work. Yard work might not be the first thing that comes to mind for exercise or enjoying the outdoors, but according to my smartwatch, I burned between 700 and 1,500 calories in 8 of the yard work sessions. On top of the workout, seeing the progress provides a rewarding sense of accomplishment. This turns into a social distancing social activity by helping a neighbor friend.
These are great ideas, Mr. Finstead and Ms. Buzalaki. Here's some more. How about community cleanups? Get out with your friends and help keep our community clean. But why stop there? What about the parks, the trails, the beaches that just seem to accumulate trash? Do your part to pick up some of that trash. Social media workout challenges. Create a challenge with friends. Miles logged via walking, running, biking. You can be as creative as you want on this one, but maintaining proper social distance and health precautions while doing so. Go for a bike ride or walk at a distance with friends. Gotta stay 6 feet apart. We've got that beautiful bridge going into the Madison area, the Capitol Trail. We hope you've enjoyed some of these ideas. Speaking of socializing, Mrs. Buzalaki, has anyone tried to get to know you this week yet?
Welcome to the segment, wow, someone is finally trying to get to know me. Miss Nichols, do you know what my favorite movie is?
No, I do not.
I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
I secretly want to be a Bard and Bella.
Oh yeah, you do.
Attention all trouble singers. The a cappella group Pitch Please will be holding auditions from October 24th through November 7th. They would love to hear the voice of anyone who's interested. And for more information about the auditions, go to mhschoirs.org. And don't worry, there'll be more information on this to come.
Now let's go over to see Mr. Ackley and see what department he is visiting this week.
All right, hello MHS students, this is Mr. Ackley reporting live on special assignment down here in our new and fantastic business and marketing area. I'm standing in our collaborative space, and behind me we have our business and marketing teachers. We have Miss Hart Olson, Mr. Hellenbrand, and Miss Verhaus. And many of you have had these teachers already, and some of you are having them now or will have them in the future. So I'm going to start with Miss Hart Olson here quickly. She's going to tell us a little bit about the classes she's teaching and what is she finding to be most rewarding during this virtual teaching time.
My name is Mrs. Hart Olson, but sometimes many of you call me Hardo. I am teaching exploring business and marketing. I'm teaching Algebra 2, and Algebra 1 and Accounting 2. Next term I'll be teaching entrepreneurship, business law, and also Accounting 2 second semester. This is my classroom right here. What I'm finding most rewarding this year is being able to work with the DECA chapter virtually, and all of the activities that we're able to plan and to be creative, thinking outside of the box to still have our program of work, but virtually.
And if I'm remembering correctly, this is your second year now, starting your second year at McFarland?
This is my second year at McFarland, my 18th year teaching.
All right, wonderful. Well, we are lucky to have you. It sounds like you're doing a lot of great things down here, so we really appreciate that. Next on the docket here are Mr. Hellenbrand, our one and only Mr. Hellenbrand.
Yes, thank you for that, Mr. Ackley.
So, Mr. Hellenbrand, tell us your classes that you're teaching, and I'm going to kind of throw one at you here. What are you finding most challenging during this virtual teaching time?
All right, well, right now I am teaching Accounting 1, the first part of it, and then I am teaching keyboarding and online tools. Later on this year, I will be teaching personal finance and computer applications, and then the second half of Accounting 1. I'm finding most challenging probably getting to know the kids. It's really difficult. That's kind of what we build our department around, is building relationships with students, because we don't get to see you unless you take our classes. So that's probably been the most challenging part so far.
And Mr. Hellenbrand, you've been now here at McFarland for how many years?
This is my 4th year, starting my 4th year, and then 8th overall teaching.
All right, very good. Well, thank you, and again, we appreciate everything that you do in this area. Next, we have Mrs. Verhouse, our veteran teacher of the group. Mrs. Verhouse, thank you for everything that you do. Please kind of share with the students the classes that you're teaching, and then kind of what has surprised you most within this virtual teaching time with our students.
Perfect. Well, thank you. Like you said, my name is Mrs. Verhouse. A lot of kids and the staff members call me Ginger because apparently my last name's kind of hard to pronounce, which is fine, whatever. But this semester I'm teaching the first section of Marketing 1, so I have a second section a little bit later on where the second part of the class. And then I'm also teaching business leadership and workplace culture. And then moving forward throughout the rest of the semester, without the rest of the year, I also teach Marketing 2, which is on sports entertainment marketing, and another section is Marketing 2, which is on social media marketing. I teach smart manufacturing, marketing, and finance this year for the first time ever, so I'm pretty excited about that one. And then I have another section of business leadership as well, so kind of cool from that side. And then the thing that has surprised me the most is, number one, how fast time goes with you guys while we're virtual. Because I swear, my 9 to 12:15, it's like gone. So that's really exciting, and also just how nice it is to see you guys again and to be able to interact and talk to you and build lessons that really make it so we're still learning and we're still doing all the things that we would be doing in the classroom, but it looks a little bit differently. So
I know that schools are better places when we have kids walking the hallways, but obviously we're doing the best that we can. This group is doing the best that they can in the situation in which we have. And now, just because I'm not always familiar with how the educational plans lay out for the kids, these are all elective classes, correct, for the students? So students choose to be down in this area and choose to take your classes? Yeah. Very good. Okay, well, I can say just standing here listening to what they're teaching, there are some great opportunities for you to take advantage of in some of the elective opportunities you have here at McFarland, whether you're a freshman all the way up to a senior. Okay, MHS students, we've transitioned now from the collaborative space into our new school store. A place where we're going to sell a bunch of different McFarland Spartan gear and trinkets, I guess I would say, or things that you could purchase. So Mrs. Verhouse is going to kind of walk you through some of the things we have here at the store.
Perfect. Well, welcome. We just got this set up this week, so we actually went live with our website yesterday. So that's pretty exciting. So you can see everything that we have here, and you can actually purchase it on our Spartan headquarters website. And if you're interested in designing apparel or running the school store or even making advertisements, let me know and we can work through what that looks like and how it works, because this is a pretty cool space and it really helps show your Spartan pride and all of the different things that goes along with it. So it's pretty cool.
All right, well, thank you again, and when you get a chance, check out the online store, as well as hopefully when we get back here in person, you can stop on down when the store is open.
Yeah.
All right, MHS students, we are now moving on over to Mr. Hellenbrand's classroom. As you can kind of see in the background, some of you that have been in this school prior to the start of this school year would notice that as our library windows. So this used to be our old MHS library. So Mr. Hellenbrand is just going to kind of take us through a little bit of his new area, and then we'll transition over to Ms. Hart-Olson's house, or not house, class.
Thank you, Mr. Ackley. So as you know, some of you know that I teach computer-based lab classes, and I've been in a lab in my other 3 years here, but I also teach lecture and collaborative-based classes, and you would know that there would be times I couldn't do everything I wanted in my lab, so lucky for us, we got to design our own space where we have an actual lab side of my classroom and a lecture/collaborative area of my classroom where I have a little bit more ability to adjust the way I have my seating set up. So it's an absolute beautiful, beautiful room. I have a feeling I probably have one of the best rooms in the entire school, and I'm very happy about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it is very beautiful and a ton of light and a lot of great things to look at as the kids are learning. So look forward to having you back in the classroom. All right, MHS students, here we are in Mrs. Hart Olson's room, and we'll hear a little bit about her layout in her room.
It's pretty simple. This is my room, and I just can't wait to have you here.
All right, now we are in Mrs. Verhaus' area, and she'll explain a little bit about her area.
Yeah, so this is my classroom. I disagree with Mr. Hollenbrand when he says he has the best room because I have the best room. I have this beautiful light over here, and you'll notice that my desk is as close to the windows as it possibly can be because this is my 12th year here at McFarland, and it's my first year with windows. So that's an exciting moment.
And you have definitely probably the most windows of any teacher
Yes.
in the school. That
Yes,
is for
I do.
sure.
And that's totally fine with me. I love the
Absolutely.
windows.
Well, one thing too, as you noticed, maybe students, as we went through different classrooms, is that they had some different chairs and tables. And one thing that this department did is that they reached out to some local area businesses. And one of the businesses that really helped this area out was CUNA Mutual, correct?
Yep, yes, they did.
And the chair that's here in front of me, that's very comfortable, is donated from CUNA Mutual. Some of the filing cabinets, some of the tables, and other equipment that you find in this area was donated all to our school district from CUNA Mutual. So we very much appreciate their generosity, and definitely makes this area very special and very neat and comfortable for the students.
Yes, thank you.
Great teachers. My office is right across the hallway, so I get to spend a lot of time with these three great educators, and I can tell you for a fact that once we get back in this building, this is a place that you're going to want to come visit. It is a wonderful place with wonderful people.
In closing, please know that we continue to miss the presence of students in our hallways. We want you to be safe so that we can all come back together as soon as possible. Please reach out to anyone on your Spartan News team if you have announcements you'd like to add into our broadcast or if you just have a question. Stay safe, Spartans, and happy October.